Welcome to my presentation on Atelier, a digital studio for artists. I'm Jason Juriga, and I will be going over some of the design processes and findings that led me to the development of this app, along with the overall impact that I would hope that this app might have in future use cases. For this project, I carried out research in a variety of different methodologies to gain greater insight from artists. Fortunately, this project was created with the assistance of members from Praxis Artists Union and Sample Studios. With their help, I was able to get first-hand information on the problems artists face on a daily basis. I carried out a variety of research, from surveys to focus groups and co-creation workshops, where I utilized the creativity of artists to generate ideas for Atelier. Ultimately, the research I'd done had helped me in understanding artists' most significant problems in their creative practice. My research generated a variety of findings, finding that artists thrive from regular feedback and around a community of other artists and actively benefit from aspects of community such as brainstorming and gaining inspiration from each other's work. However, because of a lack of available studio space, a large number of artists carry out their practice from their own improvised home studios. These home studios, however, come with a set of challenges, such as distractions from external sources, social media, and isolation that tend to affect artists' creativity. The results of the co-creation workshops allowed for a few key insights to emerge from these workshops. These insights are as follows: isolation and community support being the first problem area that artists faced. Due to a lack of access to collaborative or community spaces and community support, artists face consistent issues without a reliable network of artists to collaborate with and gain feedback from. Distractions from external sources, such as social media, served as an almost necessary evil. While social media proved highly distracting to artists, certain artistic applications served as a source of inspiration. Mental health and motivation challenges proved to be an issue for artists that suggested an overall need for tools and environments that balance productivity with well-being. These findings led me to ask, how might we create consistent, community-driven spaces, digital or physical, that truly support artists in their practice and enable collaboration? What I've learned is that artists don't just need tools, they need connection, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Atelier begins to answer this question by showing them how a digital platform can carry over the benefits of a studio space, feedback, collaboration, and motivation into an accessible, flexible format. The research question assisted me in coming up with solutions during the design process. A large part of this design process was gaining valuable information and solutions from the artists during the co-creation workshops that I led, as they generated a variety of solutions for me to use as a basis for the application. I then moved on to wireframes and prototyping, where I generated a variety of different design through an iterative process. This iterative process was assisted by gaining consistent information from artists to keep the project on track. Overall, the process lasted a total of 13 weeks. Planning, user persona creation, and desk research were the first 4 weeks, followed by 3 weeks of leading workshops and conducting a data analysis based on those workshops. The next 4 weeks were focused on creating wireframes and prototyping, and finally, usability testing and documentation. The final outcome of my design process and research was Atelier, a digital studio platform informed by artists and designed specifically for their needs. Through their insights and feedback, I was allowed to shape my research question. Because of this, I was able to focus on the core issues that artists face, creating a community-based platform that allows artists to communicate, collaborate, and gain feedback from each other, while building healthier habits around their artistic practice through a variety of tools within the app. My research ultimately allowed me to hone in on 3 core features: a focus timer, inspired by the Pomodoro method, a method that allows people to track their time and rest at their own pace, progress tracking through milestones and daily tasks, feedback through uploading project updates, or sharing through the app's studio feature, which allows artists to ask for advice on specific attributes of their work, such as composition, perspective, lighting, and so on, allowing for more concentrated feedback from other users and collaboration through brainstorming sessions within studio-based events. These tools are requesting feedback, a feature that allows artists to request feedback whenever they hit a new milestone within their work. Giving feedback, being able to give specific user feedback to other artists upon their request. The next feature is a variety of studios that can be accessed through a studios page, which leads to a lobby/channel where users communicate with others, collaborate, gain feedback, share resources, and more. Finally, focus tools that allow artists to track their work while listening to ambient sounds or music to assist them in getting into a creative flow, while using a timer that allows them to track the time spent working on a project while taking breaks, ensuring healthy habits are formed during the artistic process. Overall, the outcomes of this app are the collaborative studio environment that allows the users to gain benefits that they would gain from a more physical studio environment within a digital context, allowing users to brainstorm, gain feedback, and collaborate with other artists. While the focus tools empower artists in building healthier habits around their daily practice, while reinforcing their creative flow by allowing them to track their daily tasks and achievements. During testing, many artists noted a gap within current artistic apps. Atelier, serving as a useful tool for artists to share their work with other artists without the distractions that would come with a normal social media network. Ultimately, Atelier serves as a potential hub for artists to gather and help and learn from each other. Any potential future work on Atelier would involve more long-term usability testing to understand whether the benefits of a physical studio such as collaboration, feedback, and community can truly be replicated in a digital context, the major benefits that would come from a physical studio space. Further rounds of feedback could refine and expand its features, like the focus tools and feedback system, ensuring that they meet artists' real needs in addition to future collaborations with art organizations that could strengthen the app's connection to creative communities and help grow its user base. And that's all. Thank you very much for your time.